So I'm on Little Dickson Lake. I stayed here last night, and I'm going to stay here again tonight. It's a pretty nice little site. It's on the point, just as you come into the lake, and it's pretty open. So there's been pretty much no bugs, except in the middle of the night kind of thing. It's got a really monstrous fire pit, and best of all is there's a pretty much infinite supply of firewood. There's a red pine tree here that has just fallen over and it's dried out. Somebody's left a huge pile of firewood. This is my own pile, which I've collected and broken up, and there is just a whole plethora of fallen trees back here, most of which seem to be pretty old. They're all dried out. A lot of them aren't lying directly on the ground, so it's not a lot of rot or mold or anything. So I basically had a fire going. I had a good fire going last night that I cooked over, and I've had one going all day since about 10 this morning. It's about 2 now. So I've been boiling my clothes, doing laundry. I've been writing in my journal, and I'm finally caught up to today, which is something I've been trying to do the whole trip. On my previous trip, and what I'd obviously like to do is write a journal entry every day, so it actually sort of captures everything that happened that day and how I'm actually feeling on that day. But I've just been so busy on the first couple of days that I didn't get it done, and then it's just been backlogged, and for one reason or another I haven't got it done. I also slept amazingly well last night. It's probably the first, probably the first night, second night of the whole trip where I wasn't cold. Now I'm not sure if I've actually mentioned this in any of the other videos, but I definitely messed up the sleeping situation, because my sleeping bag broke on the last trip. I figured it'd be, 20 days later, be warmer, and I could get away with bringing just kind of a heavy wool sheet and a towel that I would just drape over myself, but that's been very inadequate. Some of these nights it's been getting down, 13, 14 degrees at night. One night I think even got down to 12, and with the wind blowing through and whatnot, it just gets freezing. So I spent a lot of nights shivering, not getting good sleep, but I'd say there's a good 6 hours where I was just in heavy sleep, dreaming, and just comfy last night. So feeling really energized. I was kind of sore this morning because I did portage 7 kilometers yesterday and have a huge amount of paddling into the wind, but I've just done some stretching. I'm going to do a little more stretching and light exercise this afternoon, and I'm feeling pretty good. I had a good breakfast, a good dinner last night, just in high spirits. So I've also been, I got probably 30 pages of reading in on my Alan Greenspan book, and I feel like maybe I'm mentally more focused than I was at the start of the trip. Just gotten good sleep, good nourishment, because I've actually been understanding what he's been saying. The first, 50, 60 pages of that book I read kind of slowly and with very little understanding and comprehension. I mean, admittedly, a lot of it is over my head since I'm no, business finance expert. Don't know a lot of the terms, but I'm sort of able to infer them and figure out what he's talking about better today. And I'm actually appreciating the book a lot. It's interesting and insightful, and I'm getting into it. So last couple of days have been great. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's probably good.